Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick one for YouTube today. I don't know, the energy's been sucked out of me. So I saw this divine door turned over and it inspired me to want to do from now until the end of the year. So what does the next 6 months look like? And what I plan to do is basically pull tarot for each month until the end of the year. So from July till December, pull tarot, a couple of tarot cards for each month to get a general idea of the significant things for each month. But inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. So everything has led you to this moment. Okay, so I actually want to get Time Island Wellness first. We'll get 6 cards for 6 months, because from now, I think August to December is 6 months. So maybe I'll get 7, because we'll still check this month, even though we're in the middle now. So 7 cards, hang on. All right. Okay, so the rest of July, 1 card for each month. The Chaser, okay, Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. August, so that's for July, we've got the Chaser. August, we've got addiction, okay, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, hazard block, restraint. Okay, let's get September. We got 2 for September. So mirroring each other, self-image, reflect our wounds, introspection, but with abundance. September might be an important month for you. Abundance, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. All right, so that's July, August, September, October. October, we've got date. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. November. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. So you're going from dating to interesting. All right, December. What's our card for December, please? 2 for December. So September and December could be significant date. Oh no, you got 3. So December's very significant here. So keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Followed by endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. And then mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Interesting. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. Actually, I want to get these ones. Okay, so starting off with July, what is this Chaser energy about, please? July's energy. The Chaser. Okay, so 5 of Swords with the Devil. So a lot of conflict, and this might even be... I'm seeing that Devil card as August, because the Devil is all about addictions, and August it might be a tough month for you, working through self-sabotaging behaviors like addictions and toxic behaviors that you use because of a lack of self-worth, and codependency, toxic type of relationships, obsessive thought patterns. But so July, we've got 5 of Swords, which was that chasing energy. But 5 of Swords is aggression and disputes, bullying and stress, conflict and arguments. So The Chaser is also about fear of abandonment. So that I'm seeing though that Five of Swords is internal conflict. You could, in these last 2 weeks of July, you could have some conflicts within your, I wanted to say inner circle, so that could be a thing. Maybe your inner circle, there will be some conflicts and cutting off some relationships, friendships, family ships that are too codependent, that you have relied on their opinions or advice for too long, and it's like this pivotal moment now where you're going to cut that off. But I'm also seeing that as internal conflict, things that you have been angry about at yourself, like pent up anger towards yourself, and external factors that have put you in the position that you're in right now. So I think that for the next 2 weeks and then leading into August with these addictions, there is a heaviness in the energy around you working on the things that make you not feel worthy of better. The things that you do that are toxic, that are self-sabotaging to continue that bad cycle that you go around in. Recognizing the patterns that you keep repeating and that only you can change it. Almost like it's like I just wanted to say spiritual battle, like you're battling your own inner demons from now until all of August. So the next 6 weeks is really about you facing those demons, and I think as well trying to find your internal strength to not just battle those demons but persevere, because that's a tough battle to face. Learning the self-sabotaging ways, the toxic behaviors, the substances, whatever it is, and using real discipline, because they say it takes 21 days to create a habit. So over the next 6 weeks, just really focus on your willpower and determination and discipline to push through these things, and get therapy if you feel like that will help. So that's July and August. September, we've got the Mirror and Abundance. Relationships reflects our wounds and introspection. So again, if you're clearing house as far as who you surround yourself with, that could be part of it. You've kept people around you that enable the toxic behavior, the addiction to substances, whatever it is. It's kind of having realizations too that these people just reflect your toxic behavior, and for you to grow, those people have to go. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. All right, but there's a big part about keeping a positive mindset here. 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. Family and legacy, inheritance, foundations, higher commitment. And this can also be if you're mirroring someone that you, your heart belongs to someone and you're mirroring each other. It could be that you see this person as your bliss, your happily ever after, someone that you could have financial stability with and a future with. Because 10 of Pentacles is just one of the best cards in the deck, aside from like the 10 of Cups. Someone you can really lay a foundation with. But this King of Swords is very logical. So again, if you're really cleaning house with people, they're very strict and serious. Again, discipline is important here. Being logical and analytical. And I think there'll be a degree of emotionally detaching too from these things that have kept you bound for so long in your life. So September, I think, is a lot of you clearing out these energies that you've been battling in July and August. So that was September. So October is date. Ace of Cups, new love. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date, confirmed by the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. New love and feelings, emotional awakening, intuition and spirituality. Very nice. Nobody else make you feel like you do. Nobody else make me feel like you do. That's what the song was. But as well, because intuitively I felt like, especially with that mirroring each other and having this 10 of Pentacles in September, if this person you see as being part of your abundance in life, when it says date, meeting someone new, if this is someone you've been, it could be someone brand new, but it's also if someone's already got the key to your heart and you want to try again with them, it's about starting new. It's a new beginning. So yes, it is new love and new feelings because you're starting new with this person. It has to be a fresh start, a brand new relationship, because this is also about emotional awakening. And if your intuition has been pulling you back to this person constantly and you haven't been able to get them off your mind, that will create an emotional awakening that, okay, I can't seem to get over this person. I can't move past them. So it's something I have to pursue. So I want to say, so July, August, September, so October might be, could be a very significant month for starting something new with this person that has the key to your heart. November is talking, interested, conversing more, a weighted message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. November, Seven of Swords, so hiding and avoiding, lying, trickery, deception, and cunning. So, I mean, that's a bit disappointing to see, but I feel like you want to hope that you're not using old ways, trying to manipulate the situation in the way you communicate to get what you want out of it. Because I'm also seeing this as wearing a mask, and mask was in December. Although when I look at this now, I'm thinking that this conversation, conversing more, text, email, call, hovering, it might even be that this communication that you have with this person, it's like, again, if it is a past person and they already hold the key to your heart and there was damage done in the past, then this talking stage in November has to very much be a deep dive into the damage that was caused in the past and the sneaky behavior and the avoiding accountability and all those things. Those are things that need to be addressed so that a new relationship can blossom with this person. Otherwise, you're just doomed to repeat it. So I don't think it's that you're coming in like manipulative or anything. I think it's just more that is that lying trickster energy, that shady knee-jerk part of you that would always be deceitful. That's part of a detriment to what the connection was in the past. It needs to be addressed, which is going to take many conversations. Deep conversations are needed here. All right, so December, keys on a ring, coffin, and mask. Okay, 2 for that. The Tower, sudden change, crumbling down, chaos and destruction, but with Ace of Wands. Again, I'm looking at that. I know that sounds negative, especially with this keys on a ring, coffin and mask, but I'm actually looking at this being a positive result of having these deep conversations, taking accountability, really working through the issues that caused problems in the past. The fact that whatever ripped this apart in the past that caused a tower, but the tower can also be a big change in your life. It doesn't have to be negative. It could be you completely changing your life, doing a big move, completely clearing out a bunch of people from your life, because you've got the Ace of Wands. that's creativity, that's passion, that's inspiration. It's taking initiative. So that initiative, that spark of passion that you have, it's almost like the mask is going to come off. The old life is ending so that you can, because you're inspired to have this new beginning. Because keys on a ring is also about making decisions. You have options, so you've got to make a decision on which path you want to take. So with this Ace of Wands, it's like you're transitioning from wearing a mask to taking the mask off and making a conscious decision to have a passionate new beginning with someone. Yes, Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. So I was a bit nervous about December at first. I was like, oh, but Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters, leaving the old behind and moving forward. And this is also a card about distance and travel. So maybe this big change in your life requires travel or moving away from where you are now. So December is a big month. You're ending things because you've gone through a big transition. You've grown a lot. You've grown from the person that masks their feelings and doesn't show their true intentions, feeling like you have to manipulate and trick people to get your way. You're moving past that now. And I think a lot of that was, especially with July and August being something that's really, you're having to work through your demons. But then September, you get a lot of clarity. October, you open the doors again with this person that has the key to your heart. November is just really about showing accountability, clearing the air, acknowledging the damage that was done in the past. And then December is you making a big move. It's going to inspire you to make that move and leave the old life behind. Because again, with that abundance card and that 10 of Pentacles, wherever this move is where your abundance lies. It's not where you are currently. So I think December is a big life-changing month for you. You're going to burn away the old life and start something new and move away. Leave where you are now. Leaving behind, moving forward, distance ahead. I think you're going to travel the distance. And see how, it kind of even reminds me of the Fool. They're standing at the edge of the cliff and they're looking out into their future. They're not looking back. So I think this Tower, and maybe even because the Tower's number 16, so maybe the 16th of December is when you're going to move. You've got your whole life ahead of you. You've got the whole world in front of you. Your abundance is somewhere else. You need to move to where that abundance is, where that 10 of Pentacles is. And it's using your head and your heart. If that's where your love is, and also if that's where your abundance is, follow that. That's your destiny. So rest of July and August, a bit of a pain point. Have persistence and discipline in the next 6 weeks to really face your demons and do some real soul searching and inner work. September, I think you're having a lot of realizations. You're getting a lot of mental clarity, especially if you've been working on sobriety or something like that in the next 6 weeks. September's going to bring you a lot of clarity, and it's going to help you realize how much your wounding was reflected back to you in your surroundings and the ways you were self-sabotaging it. So I want to say rest of July and August, tough it out. September, clarity and knowing where your abundance lies. October, having a fresh beginning with this person that has the key to your heart. November is really ironing out the difficulties of the past and taking accountability through time and action, showing this person. And then December, you're going to make a big move towards this abundance and this love. And it's just going to give you a whole new life and leave the old life behind. Very nice. The song was Metamorphosis. That's what you're going through right now, metamorphosis. And it's all leading you to your inner power. Be your own command. You brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you've nothing to fear. Time for a new adventure. And that says number 42 on it as well. So maybe what's 4 and 2? 6. So 6 could be important here too, because what was that Tower card? Was 16. All right. So maybe between the 6th and 16th of December, you have a big move ahead of you. All right, so let's find out a bit more about this person, this new love. Can you tell us more about this person, please? Actually, I want to get some animal cards for that. Who is this person to you? Someone that visits you in your dreams, and someone you dream about. It's like they're part of your dream life. Like what you imagine would be your 10 of cups, your white picket fence. Obviously with that 10 of pentacles, because that's abundance. So you either have been in denial about this connection, or you think the person that's connected to you is currently in denial about the connection you two share. But either way, there's denial here about what this means to you. And as well, for the rest of July and August, if you're battling your demons, it could be that you haven't been seeing this situation clearly. But Merkaba, this is someone you have a real soul connect, like literally your souls are bound to one another. You're connected so deeply. You made, it's like if you hear people talk about soul contracts, you have been tied to each other since the beginning of time. You've reincarnated over and over and over again to be together. I love you tried to come out and then it went back into the deck. But obviously you love this person. Friends, so friends got in the way here. And friends might, for that to confirm dreams, it might even be that your friends convinced you that this connection didn't mean anything, but it hasn't left your mind. Transformation again with that butterfly, metamorphosis. So you're going from denial to accepting what this is, and maybe then this next 6 weeks is part of that. When your mind clears and you suddenly realize where your abundance is, that's the transformation, going from denial about what you want to transforming and seeing very clearly what it is you want and where you need to go. Merkaba. And then I'll get a spirit animal for you and for them. Whoa. Acceptance. Oh my God. Magic. Okay, so accepting, and that's more butterflies. Accepting, that's to confirm Merkaba, accepting the depth of this connection and that it's never going to go away because it's not meant to. You're meant to be with this person. And once you go from denial, once you go through this transformation and you go from denial to seeing things clearly, you are accepting what this really means to you and what it means for your future. Very nice. You have a lot of passion for this twin flames. You see them as your twin. So if you also think that this person you're connected to is in denial about what this connection is, so if you already believe that this person that has the key to your heart is your twin flame, you might think that this person that you see as your twin is in denial about the connection. Like they might have even said to you, you're not my twin flame, like. So that might be where you think they're at right now. You might think that they think someone else is their twin, or they might just be just thinking that you're not their twin. They might believe in the journey, but they might think that you're not it. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get their energy and your energy. So let's get their energy, this person you see as your twin flame. What is their energy currently? Ooh, fire ant. But swan. So they could be a fire sign, but swan's also water. So fire and water. This is coming out a lot. And I'm feeling like this is always the divine feminine and this is always the divine masculine, because the divine masculine always struggles with addictions and anger issues, and that's the fire ant. They have a lot of passion and they're very excitable and they can be a lot of fun to be around, but then they also have a lot of pent-up anger and they're a bit of a follower. Again, if you're cleaning house with who you surround yourself with, that could be part of this as well. You're transitioning out of this fire ant energy, not because you're losing your passion, because even in December where you got Ace of Wands, that's a very fiery card. That's about having passion and creativity, but it's about channeling it in a way that's beneficial for you, to make you happy, not things that are like burn every bridge and burn the whole world down every time you don't get your way, or you perceive things a certain way when it's not the reality, and not being a follower. You're actually meant to be a leader. So in some way, shape or form, whatever this is that you want to move towards as well, this move in December, it's about you taking the lead as well. And if you do resonate as being the divine masculine, be that leader. Be passionate about your future and don't burn away possibilities and believing in love and just letting your anger get the best of you. But they're in this swan energy. They might be spending a lot of time alone, because this is also about introspection and solo time. Both these cards, to bring into balance, need solo time. So I think as well the next 6 weeks is going to be a lot of solo time for you, going into solitude, reflecting on the things that the errors you've made, bad decisions, how addictions affected your judgment. But their energy is really beautiful. I think they're mirroring you right now in that whatever it is that you need to work on right now, the mirrored version of that. So let's say you've got addictions, whereas they might have an issue with actually making commitments to things, whereas you get obsessive about things. So they might be working on that side of it. It's like the mirrored, it's a reflection of what you're going through. You mirror each other. Or it could just be that they've been through that transition and now you're starting to go through it. But that swan is very beautiful. She's graceful. She's very in touch with her spirituality. She speaks from the heart. She's very good at giving advice, and I think whoever this is, they're sitting in their sovereignty. They really are finding the joy in their life, and the way that they carry themselves and project themselves out into the world is very elegant and wise. Quite creative as well. So both these minds are quite creative, but just differently. The fire ant, a lot of passion, a lot of fire. The swan, it's more, I'm seeing like a Yoda. Like they're not very in your face, but they have a lot of wisdom and they do like to share it. But also I'm seeing that as when the student is ready, the master appears. So you could learn a lot from each other. That's nice. I think that's very nice. Okay, so I might just grab some advice. What is your advice here, angels, for this next 6 months? The next 6 months, please. Number 7, telepathic messages. One of us is sad or angry and it's creating an energetic match in the other, mirroring. energetic match and frequency with the other. Stay conscious of this, and if possible, try to help us elevate it. And 7 is July as well. So again, the next 6 weeks. Number 10, mission. I always felt I had a higher calling. Dreamcatcher. Listen to the song Dreamcatcher. All right, so mission, number 10. I always felt I had a higher calling in life, and our connection brings me more clarity on it. So again, by September, you're going to have a lot of clarity about where love and abundance, financial abundance, lies. And then from September to December, I think it's about redeveloping a connection with someone, and then December you'll make that move. Okay, next 6 months. Number 8, words have hurt me in the past, and that's why I fear talking to you, because as well, I think I said something about if there was damage caused in the past, especially with that 7 of Swords being quite sneaky and a bit manipulative and a bit of a trickster, if that was your energy in the past, because your knee-jerk reaction, something that you taught yourself to do from a young age, was to be manipulative because it was the only way you could get out of things and also get your way. You're concerned about how this person's going to receive you, especially if you think they're in denial about the connection. So that's something you need to work through as well. But preparing yourself for maybe this person to have a bit of a bite to them because of what happened in the past, but not taking the bait, so to speak. So not getting defensive and angry at them for expressing their hurt and pain that you caused them. That's part of taking accountability. Number 5, mirrors. You are in old patterns but can't see it. So that's why I think the next 6-7 weeks, I went to go say 7, so maybe it is the next 7 weeks, is really about concentrating on your triggers. The patterns you keep repeating, your self-sabotaging ways, toxic habits that you have, and that desire to burn everything down when your rage gets out of control. And I think as well, when you have anger management, therapy is very important here, and being open to that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 8 again, so August could be significant here. And another mission card. We incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodline. So again, when I said that you've reincarnated together in every life, you found each other in every lifetime, because you have this contract that you're going to reincarnate, especially if you believe that in twin flames and you think that this person is your twin flame. That is a contract that has started since the beginning of time. You have reincarnated onto Earth every lifetime with this person to find each other through every obstacle, culture, age difference, distance, nobility factors. Every lifetime there has been obstacles to keep you two apart, and karmic energies trying to keep you apart. But this is the lifetime that you're you've just made a choice to make it work this time. You've incarnated together to also clear ancestral karma that has been passed down from generation to generation. You two together are the cycle breakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Number 2. Okay, so intuitively I want to do this. So we've got some dates. So patterns again. I think the next 7 weeks you're really recognizing patterns that you've been repeating and clearing it. I feel like I don't deserve your love. I'm worried you'll leave me when you see who I really am. So I think you've already shown this person the worst side of you. Maybe you think you haven't. Maybe you feel like you could be worse than what they've already seen. But I want to say you've probably had if there would have been damage here. So they've already seen a pretty terrible side of you, especially with that Seven of Swords. So it's about you having confidence in yourself and your growth, knowing that you do have triggers, and it's not that you're never going to have triggers again. It's about how you handle them in your future moving forward. When you recognize that you've been triggered, and again, therapy, especially with anger issues, when you recognize those triggers, see how much you've grown and how you handle things this time. Because that growth alone will show you that you've put the work in. And I think if you've said a lot of hurtful words in the past to this person, especially for that to confirm that words have hurt me in the past, and you feel like you don't deserve this person's love because of how you treated them, you need to have confidence in the ability for you to grow and transform into a better person. And also for the both of you to grow together, recognize patterns that you two have together, ways, your conflict styles, when things rupture, how you come back and repair them after. Those are all important things. It's not that you're never going to make a mistake again, but the aim is to try and be a way better version of yourself and constantly grow to be a better version of yourself for you and together. Number 8, again, I think August is a big month here for you as well. I've never felt love like this before. Again, you've been in denial about this connection, and whoever you were surrounding yourself with was making out like this connection didn't matter. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. So again, if you're feeling undeserving of this person's love, it's a worthiness issue, but it's also part of why you've self-sabotaged so much in your life, and you've created these fiery endings in different areas, family ships, love ships, work ships, everything. These are the things that you're working on now, and I think August is a big turning point for you. So I don't think you should be worried about the next 6 weeks. Look at it through the eyes of someone curious. Okay, oh wow, I always do that. Why do I do that? Okay, so I don't want to do that anymore. What do I do about it? Like, look at it through the curiosity instead of beating yourself up about it. And it's almost as well, if you're looking at it through a curious lens and you're making changes to be better because you're looking at it in a curious way, reflect on your behaviors, and you'll notice that you actually make changes easier because you're not beating yourself up. You're looking at it more as like, okay, that's something I don't like about myself. What do I need to do to change it? And that's keeping that positive mindset too. So the 7th of May or the 5th of July is important. The 10th of August or the 8th of October is important. And October was a big month for your like starting new with this person. 8th of February or the 2nd of August. So the 2nd and the 10th of August are significant dates. But August, because you've got 3 8s here, so August is important. So that's good. Okay. Alright, so let's just get... Actually, because August seems to be significant, I just want to get some cards for that to see, just to ease your mind a bit. Can we get some more information on the month of August, please, for this collective? Caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself with all the things that you feel like you need to change about you, one step at a time. Pregnancy, someone is expecting. So maybe someone around you is expecting a baby, or a memory around a pregnancy comes up for you, because this is August, for August, or maybe someone's due in August. Narcissist, someone is too full of themselves. So you might have even wondered yourself, am I a narcissist? Especially with that 7 of Swords. But again, there could be people around you as well that have this narcissistic energy that have kept you the way you've been in your life or caused you to act the way you act in life. But parents can be very narcissistic. Both parents can be. Mercury retrograde, so that starts, I want to say, on the 17th of July, so in 2 more days. And then Mercury retrograde, so communication issues. So caution, don't overwork yourself, because there's going to be miscommunication over the next 3 weeks, so don't try to just not deal. So over the next 3 weeks, try to not really have any hard conversations with anyone, because it'll be in a period of time where no matter how clear you're trying to be, there's going to be misunderstandings and people just taking everything you say the wrong way. So just use your words wisely over the next few weeks. All right, pregnancy. Someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. So in August, there's something around a pregnancy where someone is trying to get in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage you doing the work on yourself. And I did say narcissistic parents, so a lot of times when you're a cycle breaker, your parents and your siblings, because they're not the cycle breakers, they look at you wanting to do things differently as a threat. So whether they're conscious of it or not, they'll do and say things to try and take you off your path. And it's about having perseverance, remember? Noticing the things around you that have kept you from growing, that have caused you to self-sabotage and create toxic habits in your own life, and breaking that. Rest of July and all of August is so important for you to go into solitude and stay away from any kind of influence that's going to try and pull you off your path. Because someone is definitely in this trying to sabotage not just your growth, but you making any kind of decisions about wanting to move towards your twin flame. So just be careful over the next several weeks too, not just about miscommunication, but about someone trying to sabotage this in some way. I think that's maybe why August is important, because there's a pivotal time where people are bound to misunderstand you and also try to trap you some way here or sabotage you some way here. Narcissist. You will be traveling soon. There you go. Pets. So your pets could be, if you have pets, they could be acting funny around you right now. They're either giving you extra love or they're kind of being a bit withdrawn from you, but they're acting funny because when you're going through a pivotal time, pets really pick up on energy, and even cats in particular, they're able to see through the veil. They can see between the worlds. So they don't have, they're kind of a line of communication. So if, for instance, if you have a cat and they're acting funny, it's because there's a big change happening. And this Mercury retrograde might be a big transition. Well, it is, because we got that when we did July and August was a pivotal point for you working through these demons. So if you have pets and they're acting funny, it could even be a pet that's connected to this narcissist. If it's family or friends or someone that has a pet that you're around a lot, and the pet's acting giving you extra attention or acting like very distant from you in some way, that pet's communicating that something is significant is happening right now. You're going through changes. Don't allow anyone to take you off that path. Okay, so just keep your wits about you for the month of August. Just be very aware of who you tell things to, and gambling. So maybe someone around you who has a problem with gambling, that's someone that you need to be clearing out of your life. That could be the narcissist who's trying to come in between, trying to sabotage your life in some way. So just be very aware of people and things that they're telling you, advice or opinions they're giving you, or just even if, say for instance, gambling, say if it's someone you're close to that has a gambling problem and they're always trying to tempt you with that devil energy to just come out with me, let's go play the pokies or whatever, just go into solitude and really focus on yourself. Do not let this person or people, friends, you did get friends, so I think this is a friend or friends, a group of friends. Don't let them pull you into that devil energy because you're working very hard on yourself. Do not let this karmic energy pull you off your path again because you're just going to keep prolonging your timeline. Okay, let's just quickly grab a couple of blocks. Retreating. Your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. But I'm seeing that as you've been hurt by this connection in the past, but this needing to go into solitude is a very crucial part of your healing journey. It's important for you to really take this time for yourself to reflect. And if you are that fire round energy, you're very passionate and you hate staying at home, you can still get out, but do not let other people pull you into old habits. Do get out, and if you do need to be social because you'll go stir crazy spending too much time alone, fine, but be very particular about who you're spending your time with, okay? Walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. So this is what you did in the past. You ran from the connection because things got really bad and you didn't know, you just thought it was never going to get better, so you ran away. But I think this is your fear again. I'm afraid that you're not going to forgive me and want to work it out with that. It was this one. You need to allow yourself to see how much you've grown and changed too, just like this person that is connected to you, that has the key to your heart, needs to give you a chance to, well, not needs to, but if they're going to need some time to see a change in you, and you also will need that time to see how you handle things differently and not run from challenges. Because again, it's not that you're never going to have a negative emotion ever again. You will both get triggered again, but how are you going to work through it together this time? Rupture and repair. Ruptures will still happen. How do you guys repair it and keep growing stronger together instead of separating again this time? And settling. Don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe, but I'm seeing that where you're at now. December was a big month for you moving away, moving towards a new beginning in love and abundance, work, career, a passionate, creative new beginning. And you need to be a leader in some kind of way. So wherever you are right now, you have been settling because you didn't think you deserved more. But you're meant to lead. You're meant to break the cycle, and doing that means not settling where you are. This is a big, don't seek perfection. You don't need to be perfect. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and then 5 deal breakers that matter to you. Like boundaries, personal boundaries for you, and stick to those. But don't settle where you are. You've been settling for so long and it's caused you to stay stagnant, caused you to stay in toxic behaviors and stay around toxic situations because you felt like inherently, whether you knew it consciously or not, you felt like you did not deserve better, but you do. And you're going to have so much clarity in how to move forward and how to have an abundant life. Just keep a positive mindset and just be, again, I can't stress enough, be wary of who you give your energy to and who you spend time with over the next 6 weeks, or just in general, but particularly over this next 6 weeks and through Mercury retrograde. Because you can really turn your life around and you deserve that. And the person that has the key to your heart, your twin flame, they deserve that version of you too. that new version that stays, that fixes things, that repairs things when they get bad. So I think that's really good. You're 6 months ahead. There's some teething problems in the beginning, but you'll gain clarity and everything's going to move forward in a positive way for you. So you have things to look forward to. There's things to be excited about. So don't worry. The next 6 months ahead are going to bring you a whole new life. So that's great.